Welcome, everyone. My name is Marie Cassidy. I'm a member of the Hamilton Music Advisory Team, and I'm the station manager technologist at 101.5 The Hawk and Ignite Radio at Mohawk College. On behalf of the City of Hamilton and the Hamilton Music Advisory Team, welcome to Music Mondays. As Hamilton is the recording location for each of our videos, we recognize that we are situated upon the traditional territories of the Erie, Neutral, Huron-Wendat, Haudenosaunee, and Mississaugas. This land is covered by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Belt Covenant, which was an agreement between the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabeg to share and care for the resources around the Great Lakes. We further acknowledge that this land is covered by the Between the Lakes Purchase 1792 between the Crown and the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. Today, the City of Hamilton is home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island, and we recognize that we must do more to learn about the rich history of this land so we can better understand our roles as residents, neighbors, partners, and caretakers. We welcome everyone from across Hamilton to Music Mondays, and now that we are virtual, viewers from beyond our city as well, we would love to know where you're watching from if you want to add a comment on this video. This is the third year for Music Mondays. Usually, it's presented as a free lunch hour concert series at Hamilton City Hall, but to adapt to COVID regulations, Music Mondays is being presented online as part of a 5-part virtual series. All of the videos included in this series have been pre-recorded following the current COVID-19 regulations. We are grateful to the musicians featured in the series for recording themselves at home in a safe manner. Music Mondays was developed to provide a paid gig to local musicians and to celebrate local talent. We hope that you will discover some new music and support our local artists through this series. Today's video will feature performances from local rock musicians Boxcar Ben, Los Chucos, and the Berettas. You can find their full bios and links for each musician at our website, hamilton.ca/Music Mondays. Today, I'm happy to be joined by local musician Derek Palango, and he's from the band Checkerboard Floors, to talk a little bit about the local rock scene. So welcome, Derek.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us today. Can you tell us a little bit about your band?
Yeah, absolutely. So as you mentioned, we're the Checkerboard Floors. Basically a 4-piece alt rock outfit. We got together through mutual friends in 2009 and kind of started doing the cover band thing, playing around the area here, doing, your Beatles, Stones covers, Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, Black Keys, Tragically Hip kind of stuff. And over the last few years, though, we've kind of done this, we've kind of been focused on this music you dance to kind of thing. We kind of realized
Right.
that that's our thing, I think. We love it when people get up and dance, and it pretty much always happens at our shows. And we just kind of just realized, I think that's probably the most important thing for us. So that kind of led us to what we're doing now, which is we just released our EP, which we called Music You Dance To. And also we've been trying to push the hashtag Music You Dance To.
Nice.
And yeah, so the idea, I guess, is just it's supposed to make you feel like you want to move, and it kind of want to smash that idea together with original music, but kind of in the same feel as if we were playing live. And that's
I
kind of
was really fortunate to get a copy of your album and to listen to it cover to cover. And we actually are playing some of your tracks from that album on 101.5 The Hawk. We're really proud to be featuring local music. And I've got to ask, what was it like putting together an album and recording it during COVID? It must have had some unique challenges.
Yeah, definitely. At first, I want to say thank you so much for playing our songs.
Absolutely.
We all really, really appreciate it. So the whole process was, it definitely does have its challenges. I think that it helps when you have a band like we do, where we've got pretty good chemistry. Been playing together live for over 10 years. Kind of all know each other in that respect. Know what we're kind of about and how we play and all of that stuff. So that definitely helps us. And we were fortunate that we all have our own home recording setups. So, we were kind of good to go off the top with that. And so we had recorded some earlier versions and demos of the songs that we put together for this EP. And that kind of got us started. So we used those as our basic kind of bed tracks or scratch tracks, whatever you want to call them.
Okay.
Yeah, and determine what the beats per minute were going to be and all of that. And then we started basically layering our parts over top. So I kind of started off by just doing kind of a basic guitar and vocal part. And then that would get sent off. And Kevin, he would, who's our drummer, he would lay down drums on top of that and send his isolated drums back. Matt, who's on bass, would add his bass part. Then it'd come back to me. I would add like sort of a final vocal and guitar part. And then Tyler, who was our lead guitarist, would throw his solos on top and other textures and things like that. And then we go back and forth again on the vocal side, layering in some harmonies and things like that. Finally, when all of those isolated tracks were ready, then Tyler would begin mixing. And so we had all the files, we made sure they were all synced up properly. And he would mix it and send mixes along as he was working through it, and we'd all get a chance to kind of review it. And you're in constant contact. It's so easy when you're just a DM away from everybody.
Sure.
And so in that regard, that part worked out pretty well. And we always knew that we were going right to streaming with this. So Tyler prepared all that for streaming, and now we're on all the major streaming platforms. So Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, etc. So I would say though, the challenge is, I think, when you're used to playing together, to not really be in the same room in any regard is kind of odd and something we weren't used to. When we did our debut LP, our project back in 2014, we were all getting together and recording our parts. And you have instant feedback that way, which you don't really have, right? So you have to kind of balance it and be, to some extent, be your own critic with your performance. Try to, be able to send off the best performance that you can in these kind of strange situations. For me, it was just kind of, I wanted to just kind of, if I could zone out, kind of pretend I'm playing live, I stand up in my home office studio, whatever you want to call it, and just have my headphones cranked and just kind of not think about it too much and just kind of get into it. So, that's in that way you kind of make do. And, we really wanted to be playing these songs live initially.
Of course,
and
yeah.
We're talking about doing that. We're going to work it into some of our shows. And then, as we were really getting into that, the pandemic started and we didn't get that chance. And we were like, well, what can we do? We didn't really have a choice. We wanted to do something with these songs. So we just said, well, I guess we're just going to have to go ahead and press on. So that's what we did. And here we are.
That's absolutely incredible. Just the amount of work that would go into putting together an album like that during COVID is just unbelievable. To do it all separately, but then still make it so cohesive together. It's just incredible to think of that. So if people want to check out your new album, how do they do that?
Yeah, well, certainly tune into 101.5 The Hawk. But if you're on streaming, you can find us on YouTube Music, Spotify, Apple Music, and we hope you enjoy it. Yeah. If you want to learn more about us at all, www.checkerboardfloors.com. And we look forward to hearing from anybody that's liking what they hear and want to reach out.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Derek. It was just incredible to learn a little bit more about what goes into creating an album during these times that nobody's used to. And Hamilton is so lucky to have local musicians like yourself, and it really enriches our city. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you. We love being involved, and yeah, I can't say enough. Thanks so much.
Thanks again, Derek, so much for joining us today. We're really lucky here in Hamilton to have so many talented local musicians like yourself. It really enriches the city. So thank you again for joining us. Now on to the performances from Boxcar Ben, Los Chucos, and the Berettas. Each performance is going to be about 7 minutes long. It's a great sample of their music. So if you like what you hear, we hope you follow these musicians on social media and buy their music.
My mind's in a sandbox, and I just want to fly. Stuck on meditation, medicate the situation, watching the black ones fall down gray. Hey! Here we go again, a different location. Every rotation, it's the same notation. I'm gonna try the same old new thing. Breaking my habit is breaking my heart. Mi mente sta in arena. Mi mente sta in arena. Mi mente sta in arena. Ya no quiero volar. For a minute, the moment is coming. We've all been there before. If not this time, you'll always get the next one. We always know there's gonna be more, more, more. Yeah, yeah. Mi mente sta in arena. Mi mente sta in arena. Mi mente sta in arena. Ya no puedo, quiero volar. Well, I've been walking everywhere, looking over my shoulder. Something's coming for me, it keeps coming, I can't help it. It comes when you're feeling happy, joyous, smiling, laughing. Sun is shining for you. Dime, ¿por qué no puedo alejarme de este frío escalante? Siento el efecto más rápido que la brisa que me manda a volar. Ra, 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 ra. it's already too late. The poison is taking over you. Inside, the pressure starts to build up, blindly pushing you forward. Your reason became confused. Ojos negros y perdidos, fuera de ciento de amor y compasión. Patas, piernas de pelo, te agarra cuando quiere, atrapado con su mordida. And he comes to you when he sees you. Cuidado con él. Nunca duerme, te agarra cuando quiere. He will bring you over. Who's that knocking at the door? You don't know what's in store. You're not you anymore. Dime lo que quieres, I don't understand this. I wanna be free from your venomous laugh. I lose balance, pierdo los principales. There's nothing I can do. Dime lo que quieres, I don't understand this. I wanna be free from your venomous laugh. I lose balance, pierdo los principales. There's nothing I can do.
This is for you, City of Hamilton.
I'm a stranger, I'm a stranger. I work my hands
thank you to Boxcar Ben, Los Chucos, and the Berettas for some great performances. If you love what you heard, I hope you will follow these musicians on social media. I hope you will buy some of their music. Thank you again to Derek Palango from the Checkerboard Floors for joining us for a chat today. That was really wonderful. This is the final video for 2021 Music Mondays. If you missed any of the performances in the 5-part series, you can watch them all on our Facebook page at HAMONT Music or from the City of Hamilton's YouTube page. Thank you again for watching, and thanks to all of the musicians and local industry reps who participated in this year's series. You can find out more about Music Mondays online, hamilton.ca/Music Mondays, or follow City of Music on social media. Thank you for watching.